Back to school season is getting closer, which means you'll be sharing the roads with school buses every morning. So what do you do if you get into a crash with one, and how can you best avoid them? We're joined right now by attorneys Jeffrey Ward and Brandon Dawson with the Thumbs Up Guys to learn all about it. Good morning to both of you.
Good morning.
Good morning,
Great
Emily.
to see you.
Great to have you guys here today. I know you guys are getting ready for back to school. You guys are excited.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
What are some of the most common mistakes you see drivers make on the roads when it comes to sharing the roads with school buses?
Driving aggressively. You know, it's that time of year where everyone needs to take a second, slow down. They run up behind school buses. They try to pass them. When, you know, kids are excited, they're running rampant and not always knowing exactly where to go, especially early on at bus pickups, you know, or bus drop-offs. So the biggest mistakes we see people make, and they're tragic ones, is, you know, they try to pass a bus that has stopped and kids are running across the street, and then, you know, the worst of the worst happens. But yeah, it's just all too common where, and the simplest solution would be if they just took a second to, you know, catch their breath, step back, realize what's going on. All of this could probably be avoided.
Yeah, what does the South Carolina law say when we're approaching a stopped school bus?
Yeah, this is always the trickiest one for people.
Yeah.
It's really easy if you're behind the bus. You can't go around it. As soon as you see those arms start to extend with the stop sign, you cannot pass that bus, no matter what, no matter how many lanes. Same thing if you're going in the opposite direction of the bus on a single lane road, you know, just a one-to-one, you cannot you have to stop as well, right? So the kids could cross the road. Where you don't have to stop is if there's a median. So if there's a median divide between you and the other lane and the bus is on the other side of a median, then technically you do not have to stop under the law. As Jeff and I always say, you don't want to be on the right side of the law, but the wrong side of a catastrophic event because a kid bolted out. So drive slow. I mean, Jeff mentioned it. Just be smart about it. If you're seeing, especially early in the year, kids might not know which way to go. Yeah. And so they're getting off this bus, you've got a 6 or 7 year old, and they think they're supposed to go left, but they're really supposed to go right. And you're thinking, well, I'm in a hurry. I'm going to be, and then you plow into a kid. Like, it doesn't matter if you're in the right. You know, you just, you know, tragically injured somebody or worse. So please just be extra careful this time of the year especially.
And kind of going off of what you were just saying, what should we be telling our kids? What advice should we be giving them to stay safe around school buses? I
mean, you have to just basically beat their heads with it about, you know, be aware of your surroundings, be as cautious as possible, make eye contact with the driver. That's something my parents always told me growing up. Whenever I cross the street, don't assume anyone's going to stop, not till you make eye contact with them and they either give you a wave or acknowledge you in some way. I still do that to this day. I don't cross a street unless I'm making eye contact with the car coming towards me before I, you know, step off the curb. So just reminders of things like that with your children to make sure they're hyper aware because they're so excited. They're going to school or they're getting off the bus for the first time and they're happy to tell you about their day and they're not thinking clearly. But you know, if you've told them enough and you've reminded them enough, hopefully some of those safety precautions, you know, stick and they avoid something that hopefully could have been avoided.
Thank you guys for these great reminders as we get ready to send the kids back to school, and hopefully you guys at home will remember these things as well when you guys are out on the road. You can also learn more about the Thumbs Up Guys and everything that they are doing here in our community at that website right there on your screen. You can call that number and also follow these guys on social media. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Emily.